This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show.
It's fun. They're amazing.
The gang is back together. Gurdeep back from vacation, and you went to Mexico with a very special lady.
I wouldn't say not just a very special lady, the most special lady. Yeah, that's right, Pooch. I took my mom.
I am so curious about what this trip was like. Obviously, you've been on family trips before with your mom. Have you ever been on a trip like this before?
No, it's funny. When I got in this morning, Bossman Blair asked me that very same question. No, I family trips, and I've gone to India with my mom, but I don't really consider that vacation because you're kind of with family the whole time. This was the first pure vacation with just mom and I. So it was different. I think it took us both a couple of days to kind of loosen up and get out of our routines and just be like, yes, okay, who cares if the reservation's not on time, and who cares if this is late or whatever. It was really nice though. I got my mom to play some games on the beach.
Nice.
And just she's always cooking and cleaning and doing stuff. And she's cleaning up the hotel room. I'm like, Mom, vacation, just stop. Just stop organizing. We're good. Just do nothing. So
she can't help herself.
Yeah. By the end, I was like, oh, I could actually stay here a couple more days.
Is it wrong that I have a visual of your mom cutting your food for you on your plate when
What?
you guys go to the buffet?
Very wrong.
Is that wrong? She doesn't do that.
Listen, that happened twice only, okay? In 7 days. Only twice. And that's because those baked potatoes are tough.
I can only imagine what it's also like if you're trying to get your flirt on. If you're single, you're looking around, and your mom's there. What do you do?
There's definitely a couple situations where if I was there by myself or with friends, that maybe would have engaged differently.
I thought you were going to be like, my mom was actually a really good wing woman.
She was the best.
Yeah.
She was like, let's do a little good cop, bad cop. I'm like, how do you know what that is?
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
First buy-in, $250,000.
That's gonna make noise.
I was the biggest game runner in the world.
You're not taking a percentage of the pot.
No.
Keep it that way because you don't want to break the law when you're breaking the law.
There you go. A clip from Molly's Game starring Jessica Chastain and Gurdeep Ahluwalia.
Okay. I had one line in the movie, okay?
Didn't you open the movie and end the movie?
That was a different one.
Oh, okay.
This one, I think I have one of the last lines. I'm like the NBC sports reporter after Jessica Chastain's accident. And I'm like, she'll be back. Oh, she'll be back.
That was it?
I get all that. Something like that. Yeah.
How long did it take you to memorize those lines?
86 takes. That was the best one. I believe Aaron Sorkin said, I'll never work with you again.
Gurdeep, the reason why we're playing Molly's Game is because today is Play More Cards Day.
Play More Cards Day. Who doesn't love some cards? I just played some cards on vacation with my mom. Cards are great.
Cards are wonderful, and it's one of those things that you can play when you're a kid. You can play with older people. I have such great memories of playing cards with my grandparents.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
What was your favorite game to play with them, or what was your favorite game as a kid?
Oh, as a kid? Okay, I'm going to bring it back. This is old school. I was very good at this game.
Okay.
Any guesses?
War. Big time skill game.
The game that never ends? That one?
Yeah.
No. Do you remember Snap?
Oh, I hated that game.
I love that game.
I can see you being good at that because you're basically the hungry hippos of humans. You've got long arms.
It's true. It's true. I would snap and people would just turn. They'd be like, what just happened? I'm like, I just won the game.
I hated games that involved speed. I like games that involve thinking.
Oh, see, I don't like to think.
You just like snapping the table down. Oh, man. See, I like Crazy Eights, Uno. Those are my jams. A little bit of strategy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not hardcore. You're not like blackjack. You're not doing the tables when you go to casinos.
There was a little casino set up at the vacation I was just on. I was reminded why I don't go to casinos. I played blackjack, got cleaned out in about 4 minutes. I'm like, how? Why? Why do I get dealt 13?
The house always wins. That's why.
Just awful. By the way, with a deck of cards, do you know why there's 52 cards?
No.
52 cards representing a week in the year, 52 weeks.
Oh.
4 suits, 4 seasons. There's symmetry with
Come
life.
on. Did you just make that up?
Cannot confirm or deny. Play more cards, kid.
Way too much thinking. Let's just play.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, how particular are you about emptying out the dishwasher? I know loading the dishwasher is often cause for debate. Many people have their way of doing things. And especially if you're with a partner, you may not always agree on how to do that. Emptying the dishwasher, however, I thought, okay, plates go where they go, glasses go where they go, cutlery goes where it goes. This really shouldn't be a problem. A woman has gone viral now in the UK, and her husband says that the way she empties out the dishwasher is grounds for divorce. And this is in particular when it comes to the cutlery. Take a listen.
Now, there's one really big reason why most marriages seem to break down, and it's normally the dishwasher. Graham even videoed me the other day when I was emptying it because you were so annoyed. Why are you filming me?
I'm filming this as evidence for the divorce court.
It is so much quicker to just tip it out than to sort it into sections.
Okay, so you could hear what was actually happening there. She took the entire little cutlery, what do you call that? Like a little caddy? The cutlery caddy, I'm going to call it that, and dumped it into a drawer. There were no little sections for, the spoons and the forks. She just dumped the entire thing into the drawer and then shut the drawer. And when you need a fork...
I'm divorcing her. I'm divorcing her.
As much as I'm like, this is outrageous, I like it. I like it. There's nothing worse than having to sort out the cutlery part. It's
That you're
not
going to
fun.
dig for your cutlery when you need it?
I mean, it's a little swoosh in the drawer. No. I have one of those dishwashers that has the tray at the top where you have to separate the
I don't like
cutlery
those either.
to begin with. And it's annoying because you're just trying to get dishes in the dishwasher and you've got to separate everything. However, when it comes to emptying it out, it's already all separated, so it's pretty easy to put it in the sections. I don't know. I think that, I thought that my marriage was going okay, but I think maybe I might want to ruin things a bit and maybe, just maybe, start doing this and see if it's grounds for divorce.
Don't do that. No,
Don't
do
test
that.
the water?
Don't do that.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, no, don't.
I'm going to try it.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So I just got back from Mexico. I was lucky enough to be there on vacation. And on Saturday night, I called in a noise complaint on the room beside us. It was like 2:30 in the morning. And they were just singing like Whitney Houston, and it was loud. They were playing Never Have I Ever.
You're like,
this
you
is
are
great.
not every woman.
No, you are
It's
not.
not all in you.
And never have you ever gone camping. I don't care. That's not even that interesting. So I had to call in a noise complaint, which felt like out of body. Because I'm like, me? I'm the guy calling in. I'm usually the one getting the noise complaint called on me.
Mm-hmm. So have you ever done something that made you stop and go, I'm not young anymore, like Gurdeep? We're getting some texts on the text line and getting some calls as well. Let's go to Etobicoke first. Austin, what's that for you?
You know what? I had the same thing happen to me, but you made a mistake, my friend. You should have just called right away, because now that, you went out and you did that Ross Geller thing, they know it was you that complained.
Ooh,
for sure
good
they know it was
point.
me.
I've only done it like 2 or 3 times too. I mean, I'm almost 60, buddy, but I only did it twice in my life too. But the 2 times that I did, I wanted to make sure they didn't know it was me, so I called downstairs first.
Yeah, I did the Ross Geller thing, the hands. I told him to sort of be quiet, so they saw my face. Yeah, he's right, I guess.
I know. Well, I mean, this was your first time. So like you said, you're going to become a pro at this?
Yeah, I hope not. I sincerely hope not. Text coming here from Rebecca, who says, the first time I texted a friend to tell them I got a really great deal on a laundry detergent, I knew that my youth was fleeting.
I love when that happens, because you just want to tell everyone you got a deal.
It smells so good.
I love that.
I'm with you, Rebecca.
Let's go to Toronto. Anita, what's your story?
I generally will not go out on a weeknight if I can't be home by like 9 p.m.
Yes.
I like that rule.
My kind of girl.
With a few exceptions, but in general, I really don't want to go out because I get up early and that, but I'm like, wow, I feel old.
I like that rule a lot.
I like that rule too. And sometimes I'll do the math of how many hours of sleep I'm going to get based on whatever the plans are. And then I decide whether I'm going to do it or not. Because if I'm not going to get enough sleep, I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The other thing, oh my goodness, at night I love to watch the Brady Bunch and play Scrabble. And now that I said that, I feel even older.
As long as it's done by 9 p.m., you can play.
Exactly.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
welcome to Can't Beat Gurdeep.
on 98.1 CHFI.
And Doris from Scarborough is hoping to beat Gurdeep. And Doris has the most interesting job I have ever heard of. It's pretty unique. She is a hand lettering artist, which basically means you are a human printer.
Yep, that's me.
So are we talking like calligraphy? Do you draw tattoos of lettering on people? Like what are the limits here?
There is honestly no limit. Like I do calligraphy, but I also do chalkboards. I can letter on mirrors. I can engrave bottles. Like anything lettering related, or like you want to customize anything. That's kind of like what I do for a living.
So like if we've ever gone to any of these like fancy hippie restaurants where like the menu's all written out on chalkboard, and I'm like, is that actually chalk? Because it looks so perfect. That's you. You've done that.
I do that. Yes, that's right.
Wow. Doris, how do you even figure out that you're like really good at hand lettering?
I just really fell in love with like bubble letters when I was a kid, and then I
love a bubble letter.
Me too.
I went to school for illustration, but what I think I discovered is I just love drawing letters the most. Yeah.
I could talk to you for hours about this, but we got a game to get to, which is Can't Beat Gurdeep. I'm going to give you 5 trivia questions. You're going to try to get them all right. That's the goal here. But if you get more right than Gurdeep, you're going to win $100 of his money. So I'm going to get you to do the honors of kicking him out, Doris.
I'm just going to be very polite. Hopefully that takes me a long way. Gurdeep, if you could please excuse yourself, that would be great.
Okay, I thought you were going to draw me a couple of letters. I was a little worried.
Okay, he's gone. Here we go. Beyonce has now become the first black woman to top the Hot Country Songs chart. Name the singer who in 1989 won the Grammy for the song Fast Car.
Tracy Chapman.
Garth Brooks invited Travis Kelce up on stage to sing Friends in Low Places at the opening of Garth's new Honky Tonk Bar. Who is Garth's wife, who is also a famous country singer?
I'm going to have to pass.
Tiger Woods' son Charlie shot an impressive 86 in his first attempt to qualify for a PGA Tour event. In golf, what is the term for shooting 1 under par on a hole?
Birdie?
A new study says kids who wear school uniforms get less physical activity. In what movie did Jack Black pretend to be a music teacher at a private school?
Oh my gosh. I can't think of it.
SNL's Colin Jost and Michael Che are hosting a countdown to St. Patrick's Day in Times Square. What crystal company made the crystal ball that drops in Times Square on New Year's Eve? And here's a hint. It's not Swarovski.
Just crystal ball. Oh, these ones are tricky today. I have no idea.
Okay, Doris, we'll get Gurdeep to come back in and see how he does with the same 5 questions. Okay, here we go. Beyonce has now become the first black woman to top the Hot Country Songs chart. Name the singer who in 1989 won the Grammy for the song Fast Car.
Tracy Chapman.
Garth Brooks invited Travis Kelce up on stage to sing Friends in Low Places at the opening of Garth's new Honky Tonk Bar.
Okay.
Who is Garth's wife, who is also a famous country singer?
I believe it's Faith Hill.
Tiger Woods' son Charlie shot an impressive 86 in his first attempt to qualify for a PGA Tour event.
Wow.
In golf, what is the term for shooting 1 under par on a hole?
Birdie.
A new study says kids who wear school uniforms get less physical activity. In what movie did Jack Black pretend to be a music teacher at a private school?
Oh, that's a good movie. School of Rock?
SNL's Colin Jost and Michael Che are hosting a countdown to St. Patrick's Day in Times Square. What crystal company made the crystal ball that drops in Times Square on New Year's Eve? And here's a hint. It's not Swarovski.
Oh, man. This is the only diamond company I know. We're counting down to St. Patrick's Day now. What's the deal? I'm trying to buy time. Sorry. I don't know. Tiffany.
Okay, so Doris, you're right. It was tough today. You got 2 out of 5 correct. Gurdeep?
4.
You got 3.
What?
out of 5 correct.
I thought I got the first 4.
Doris, you didn't beat Gurdeep, but let me just tell you what you got wrong. Okay, so it was Trisha Yearwood who's married to Garth Brooks, not Faith Hill.
And I figured out the Jack Black one now. It's School of Rock.
Yes. Did you get it after Gurdeep got it, or did you already?
No, I got it when I was put on hold. So.
Right. Oh, okay, good. And then finally, the one that you both didn't know, not Swarovski.
Russell Oliver.
No, Waterford Crystal.
Who?
Oh, the Waterford
I
Crystal
would've never got
Company.
You could have literally said Waterford blank, and I still wouldn't have gotten it. Never heard of him.
I agree. That was tricky.
Doris, you did well, but in the end, you weren't able to beat Gurdeep, and you know what that means.
No.
And I was exposed today. I had a mediocre round with just 3. Very grateful to come away with the win. But that was a tough round. You were so much fun. Thanks a lot, Doris.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.